Have you noticed the warning signs of zeal creeping into your life? Pushing yourself relentlessly in the name of self-improvement can lead to losing touch with who you truly are. This is a familiar tale, the desire to be fitter, smarter, and more successful. But lurking beneath that ambition is a hidden threat at perfectionism. It often goes unnoticed until the consequences hit hard. What if I told you that your pursuit of perfection could be sabotaging your happiness? You might be tirelessly chasing a dream, sacrificing sleep, social connections, and your mental well-being. You keep telling yourself you'll be happy once I achieve this. But what happens when the finish line keeps moving further away? Consider this: you spend countless hours perfecting a presentation, only to feel dissatisfied with the outcome. You thought you needed that extra polish, but in reality, you were just stalling. It's like running on a treadmill, exerting all that effort but getting nowhere. Perfectionism can infiltrate every aspect of your life. You might overthink every text, fearing judgment, or constantly compare yourself to others, never feeling adequate. Here's the harsh truth: in your quest for perfection, you risk burnout. The signs can be subtle: fatigue, irritability, and isolation. It's a steep price for a fleeting sense of achievement. What if embracing imperfection could actually accelerate your growth? Imagine feeling liberated by the idea that mistakes are part of the journey, not a detour. This is just about letting go. It's a shift in perspective. Instead of fixating on the end goal, celebrate the small victories along the way. Acknowledge each step instead of waiting for the grand finale. Picture yourself in a brainstorming session. Rather than striving for the perfect idea, let your creativity flow freely. The result: a wealth of innovative solutions that perfectionism was holding back. As the pressure mounts, remember, recognizing your flaws dozed. It means allowing yourself to evolve. Take a moment to reflect. Where has perfectionism taken control in your life? What could you achieve if you loosened that grip? Keep in mind, progress often lies in imperfection. Embrace it. You might just uncover a version of yourself you never knew existed. Many of us are on a journey of self-improvement, constantly chasing the idea of being flawless. But what if that pursuit is just a trap? The pressure to be perfect can sneak into your daily life, planting seeds of doubt and fueling anxiety. Before you know it, what feels like personal growth can turn into a self-imposed prison. Imagine waking up each day eager to tackle your goals, only to feel weighed down by an invisible burden. You might think it's just a drive for excellence, but is it really? Or is it perfectionism masquerading as ambition? There's a fine line between the two, and many of us cross it without even noticing. Think back to a time when you hesitated to share your work, maybe a project or a personal goal you were excited about. You kept waiting, convinced it needed just a bit more tweaking. Days turned into weeks, and that masterpiece you envisioned ended up gathering dust. You're not alone. This happens to many of us yet. Now let's explore why this struggle occurs. The constant need for validation can distort our sense of self-worth. Perhaps you've compared yourself to someone you admire, and instead of feeling inspired, you ended up feeling dissatisfied. This can trap you in a cycle of inadequacy, making you question if you'll ever measure up. As the pressure builds, anxiety can become overwhelming. You start second-guessing every decision. Should you take that leap or play it safe? The stakes feel high, but ironically, the harder you chase perfection, the more it seems to slip away. But what if I told you there's a way out? A fresh perspective that could set you free. It starts with understanding that progress over perfection isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a lifeline. Embracing the journey with all its imperfections can open doors you never imagined. Picture this: you decide to share your project, flaws and all. You receive feedback, not just criticism, but constructive insights. That's where real growth happens. You begin to see that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a bridge to deeper connections and richer experiences. So, as you reflect on your own journey, consider this: what would it feel like to let go of the need for perfection? To celebrate every small victory and every imperfect step forward. Perfectionism can be a tempting trap. Take a moment to breathe and think. What's one area in your life where you can choose progress today? Embrace the message. Lean into it. And remember, perfection could be the hidden danger lurking behind the mask of zeal. It's time to break free. You might be on a journey of self-improvement, but have you ever considered that your quest for perfection could be holding you back? Imagine pouring your heart into a project, only to find yourself stuck in a loop of endless tweaks and revisions. Frustrating, right? Here's the kicker: many of us don't even realize this is an issue. We often see our drive for perfection as dedication, but what if it's really an invisible barrier preventing you from moving forward and growing? Think about a friend who can never finish their first novel. They're always writing and revising, yet that manuscript remains untouched. This is just writer's block, it's perfectionism rearing its head. They're so focused on crafting the perfect story that they forget to actually tell it. Perfectionism isn't merely about wanting to excel, it stems from the fear of not being enough. What if that fear is stopping you from starting that side hustle or diving into a new chapter of your life? Now let's get real. You might think, I'm not a perfectionist. But how many times have you postponed a goal because it didn't feel ready, or shied away from a challenge out of fear of criticism? That's the hidden trap you're caught in the pursuit of an ideal that doesn't exist. Successful people don't wait for everything to be perfect. They take risks, make mistakes, and learn along the way. The truth is, your desire for flawlessness might be the very thing blocking your path. Picture this: you work tirelessly on a project, convinced that only the best will do. When you finally share it, you are already thinking about what you wish you had done differently. That anxiety is just self-doubt, it's your perfectionism whispering that you could have done better. So, what's the solution? It starts with recognizing the patterns and choosing progress over perfection. Embrace the fact that imperfections are part of the journey. Shift your focus from the end result to the process itself. Here's an idea: what if you could redefine success? Instead of chasing perfection, aim for progress. Consider whether your pursuit of perfection is stifling your growth.